sitting at home.
Looking for video games.
Guess you could call us Video Bros.
Welcome back. But if the game is running on the PS4 Pro and has the support for it directly, you can say, I want the resolution of the PS4 to be 1080p, but have the whatever resolution that the game runs at, have it downscaled, so the amount of pixels that you're running in the 1080p screen is more than double of what you're supposed to have. So you're seeing more fidelity, more higher fidelity than you would with, with just regular upscaling to 4K. That's what I'm saying is, though, like, all I'm getting at here, though, that if they know how to do that, and Microsoft's only going after, going after a true 4K, because that's what everyone seems to want, and that's that's how they extort you, because they're like, well, we have true 4K. 4K is the wave of the future. You need 4K in your TV. I'm like, no, you do not need 4K. There's a lot you can do with 1080p, and it can make a game look fucking beautiful in 1080p. That's the shit, and that's why I don't believe that Sony's gonna go after the not the PS4. Gonna go after Xbox Scorpio and make a PS5 so soon in their life cycle, because they already decided, well, because when they did the PS3, they had the PS3, they had the PS3 Slim, and they had the slimmer PS3 after that. All Sony has right now, the PS4 Slim, and the PS4 Pro. They still haven't made the slimmer PS4 yet, the one that's smaller than the one that's out right now. So they're not ready to give up yet. There's no way that they're going to release a PS5 next year, and there's no way, because the PS4, it's only 4 years. If next year, 2018, it's only going to be 4 years old. Another gaming generation does not happen between 7 and 9 years, because you would know when the next generation comes out is when Sony and Microsoft are releasing consoles in the same exact year, like literally brand new, higher graphic console, whatever the fuck you want to put in it. But like I said, there's not a lot you can put into a system, and it's not all about the graphics. So that's why Sony's not going to go for it and say, well, you have to think deeper. Like, I'm
gonna read this log in a sec.
All right.
This lore, because remember last session I said I'll get to this one later, because now we have the translator files to read it. Lunoff lore translated saving Aether. Oh, that should be interesting. Aether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy. The energy controllers. That's what I'm using to take the energy from. Is using energy controllers for restoring the energy for the planet. So you were saying,
like, you can't take a system. What I was saying, you can't take a system and just add graphics to it and say, well, you know, that's the best thing we got, and we're gonna just keep releasing a bigger graphical system. And the problem with that is because you're doing the same thing as computer gamers are doing. But you're overmining them so much, though, or undermining them basically, because you're saying, well, we can release a system every year and make it better. Well, you can do that, sure, because the graphics are going to keep going up, but no one has the money to pay for that. And if you do, I'm telling, not that I don't believe in it. I just don't do it for myself because, one, it's a lot of money. Two, it's not worth it for me because I don't play a lot of PC games. But you can definitely play better game on a PC than you would on a console. And every year, Nvidia or AMR, is it AMR? No, ADM, AMD, whatever.
AMD.
Yeah, AMD. They're releasing.
I know because
they're releasing graphics. Yeah, they release graphic cards every year that outperforms the best of the best that they already have. But Nvidia got their own fucking problems, and I'm not gonna go deal with that right now.
This still looks pretty damn impressive to me years later.
Yeah.
13 years later.
Yeah, but like I said, Nvidia got their own problem, but I'm not gonna go into that because they try to fucking confuse the fuck out of you and whatnot with their graphic cards. But all I'm saying is, though, is that
Cool. Now we have a better download. I mean, a better map of the area.
What I'm saying is that you can have one computer hooked up to your TV or a monitor, or whatever you got, and you can keep buying graphic cards and upgrading the graphics on your computer. That's totally fine, but there's no reason for anyone to go out there and be like, "Whoa, it's a console. I need the newest console. I need the newest thing right now, right here, right now." And then you sit there and you're like, "Why do I have 15 different Xboxes right now? Like, why do I have 15 different PlayStations?"
Rich from Review Tech USA has 2 gaming PCs.
Yeah, I know that's different. But I'm saying here, I'm like, why? Like, who's gonna go out and say every year you need a new Xbox when your old one is perfectly fine, and you probably don't even have a TV that can support any of the new graphics or whatnot, like or the new features, or whatever, because they're gonna come out with something new every year. And it's not just about the graphics; it's about the little hardware that's inside of it also, and it's also being able to become more compatible with the new technologies that come out for TVs themselves or monitors or whatever. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're not gonna sit there and be like, "Well, I have to have 15 Xbox. I have to have 15 PlayStation 4s. I have to have 15 different Switches if they ever make a new one, or I have to have 15 different versions of each console." Like, no, because all you're doing is spending like thousands of dollars a year for something that will give you a slightly better graphic enhancement.
You know what I would love to do, but because of how my computer is, I'm not going to be able to do it on the show. Bayonetta in 4K.
That'll be awesome. But you'll still get better graphics anyway from the PC version of 1080p. Just remember that. The Wii U sucked compared to a computer.
No, but I wanted to, like, do it on the show for my PC, like, buy it on Steam to do it, because of recently when you told me it got released in 4K, I would love to play that shit in 4K.
So would I.
But I can't.
Yeah.
Because I remember, according to you and my friend Mike at work, who, I told you subscribed, Mike G, he was saying, like, my PC would definitely not be able to handle it.
Not at all.
And that's why I asked more than one person for another opinion. They're like, basically, anyone I asked, I mean you and Mike, you both said, yeah, no, your computer can't handle it.
But, back to what I was saying, like...
At least not at the full, like, capabilities, like, that you can play it in. Like, the full potential, I guess.
Now, back to what I was saying.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you in a sec to read this.
Alright, so I'll let you go for that.
Lumineth Lore translated the stellar object. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked towards our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers, and weakened Aether. All we could do as the object drew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water. Fuck.
Food, water, and fuck.
And reinforced the shielding on our dwellings and spent the last hours in peace. Well, that's tragic.
That is. But, basically, I want to end this part of saying that the reason why I don't think that they're going to need that the PS5 is not going to come out because the new console generation is not around yet. We're only making incremental adjustments. If you buy an Xbox One today, and then you say you need a Scorpio later, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. Or if you, whatever. I don't care what you do.
Remember, we couldn't go through there earlier. Now we can go through it.
Yeah.
We needed the space jump boots to get there, which we got at the end of the last session. So now we can reach new areas.
But like I said, the only thing that they're doing better with the Xbox Scorpio is making their graphics better.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Sony's not releasing a PS5, because they can't just say, I want a console that just has better graphics. You could just say, oh, well, now we have the PS4, PS4 Slim, PS4 Pro. Well, let's just make the PS4 Ultra. Or let's make the PS4 Pro Plus. And then outperform the Xbox Scorpio, or compete with it at least. Which Sony will probably do better just because Sony knows what the fuck they're doing. Microsoft knows what they're doing too, but ever since the PS4 and Xbox One came out, Sony's been doing better in the long run anyway. So that's the reason why I don't think that...
You see what I'm gonna do?
Ooh.
I just blew the fuck out of him. That was awesome.
So that's the reason why I don't think that the Xbox One, the PS5 is coming out. But this also brings me to another point, and then I want to ask Brandon this question.
Oh, God.
Just to see what.
Is this something bad?
I thought you were going to say I didn't prepare for this quiz.
I didn't know there would be a test. I didn't study.
It's okay. You didn't have to study for this one.
Oh, okay.
So, back to what I was saying earlier in this whole discussion is
about to fight a bunch of pirates, by the way.
About
I'm in pirate territory. You can continue.
Huh?
You can continue. I was just telling you I'm in pirate territory.
How, like, what I was saying about Xbox Scorpio coming out and then the PS5 supposedly coming out, that everyone's going to come up to you, all gaming companies, no matter who they are, be like, well, you need this and you need that because, 4K is the wave of the future and, you need 4K, you need this, you need that. Let me ask you this now. Recently, I've been looking around, like, don't get me wrong, I'm skeptical about these kind of things. For anyone out there who doesn't believe in it or doesn't believe in it, whatever, I'm skeptical on them. Because I know I'm probably a little more advanced than any one of you out there because I'm not saying any of you...
Jeez, Jeff, when did you turn into an asshole all of a sudden?
Just listen. Just listen.
Whoa!
Just listen here. There's a lot of tech YouTube pages out there and a lot of tech websites out there. Then they all... And a lot of gaming channels on YouTube and gaming websites out there. Now, everyone will tell you that, that if you want to be a true gamer, and this is what I'm saying, how gaming companies go about it. This is their marketing thing, and I just want to see what you think about it first after I say it.
What does it matter what I think? I'm not as tech savvy as you.
Well, just think about this though.
Oh, great! There's more.
It doesn't have to be as super tech savvy though. Like you don't have to be tech savvy to think about this, but there are people out there who are ignorant. Ignorant. You're all ignorant. Ignorant.
How would you like a blast to the face?
Hey, face pirate, you're ignorant. I'm okay. It's okay, Michael Jefferson. You'll always be my friend. That was from South Park, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's okay. You're just ignorant. Okay, so...
They just hopped into a fucking cannon.
Well, then.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's something I was not prepared to see.
They're space pirates. They're very good at engineering. You were saying, though?
Okay, so...
Vigilance class turret.
I'm not saying, like, there are people out there who are ignorant who think, well, like, or young kids in general out there. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm just trying to state some facts here, in my opinion at least, that there are people out there who think, oh, well, I could be a you could be a gamer in any way you want to be. Like, I'm a gamer. My Brandon's a gamer. I am a gamer to an extent. I collect games more than I play them because there's a lot of shit out there. I'm more of a collector now than I am a player. But when I do play games, I know my shit and I know what I'm doing. I may not be the best at the game that I play, but I play them and I have fun with them. Now, you can be one of the people that I'm talking about right now. That could be like, "Well, you're not a gamer. You don't do what gamers do. You don't have a crazy gaming headset. You don't have like one of those like $80 like mouses for your computer. You don't have a gaming keyboard. You don't have this and that and whatnot." I'm like, does that really make you a gamer though? Like you take that's like I understand that people like gaming headsets for what they are and gaming mice and keyboards. I understand all that, but there's like, especially like I can only opinionate on this about the gaming headsets because I know a lot about audio, and I know what.
Hell, you're the one that edits audio for a video, so.
I know, but I know a lot of audio and stuff, and I can tell you for a fact that when gaming headsets, sound is all subjective, meaning whatever you hear out of a headset or a pair of speakers or whatever, it's up to the person to decide if they like it or not. It's not up to the manufacturer to say this is the best one or that's the best one. That's all subjective. Like, you can go to the store right now at 7-Eleven and buy yourself a $10 pair of headphones and say those are better than $80 headphones you bought at Best Buy.
Yeah,
you could, but then you'd be an asshole because you know for a fact that the $10 pair of headphones are not going to beat $80 headphones by a margin. Because you know that they're different. I've tried them all.